What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki, back out with another scary, terrifying, and creepy video from Mind Junkie. We're about to dive into some scary content, so buckle up. Well, you shouldn't be driving while watching this, but you know what I'm talking about. Buckle up, get in your seat, grab a chair, grab some popcorn. Also, don't forget your extra pair of pants, because some people can't handle this stuff, and they might need an extra pair of pants. Don't forget to hit the bell icon once you guys have subscribed by hitting that white bar icon that says subscribe. And then don't forget to hit the like button, share with your friends, and comment your thoughts down below. If you thought they were real, fake, fact, fiction, whatever have you. If you got a scary story, tell us down below. You know the deal. And then don't forget to go over to Mind Junkie himself. Go give us some, I'm getting tongue-tied. Go give him some love. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. And let's get into the scares.
Back in 2009, Donna Ayres experienced one of the saddest things that can happen in a person's life. Her father tragically passed.
I'm not looking forward to this day. I hope I have many, many years until my parents go, I don't want to deal with this. And my condolences for those that have lost their parents. I could imagine.
Away. Ever since then, Donna has been at the center of some very strange activity, leading her to believe that she is being haunted by the ghost of her late father. In 2014, after years of creepy events taking place in her home, she moved into a new place, hoping to finally be free of the ghost. But when the activity continued, she started recording some of the mysterious things that were happening to her. Hoping to document the haunting activity, she uploaded many of these recordings to a YouTube channel, and viewers have been left spooked.
Is it a spooky cup? Oh. I don't see any string on there.
Oh, here we go again.
Was he a jokester, like when he was alive?
Oh, God, please.
Going in multiple different directions. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down.
Come on, move it again, please.
Bro, and there is no string there. There's no condensation. Stop moving the camera. Ma'am. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes. On another day, Donna notices something bizarre happening with some coins she left on the side.
You wouldn't believe me if I said, because you'll think I'm losing the plot. I'm not.
No, you're good. I believe you. Like Patrick Swayze.
How is this
trying
possible?
to move the penny.
Guys, you've got to be seeing this.
Bro, it's like somebody's flicking it or trying to.
Who are you? What do you want? Are you restless? What do you want? Why won't you leave me alone? What is it you're trying to tell me?
Does he want change?
Guys, you're seeing this, aren't you? This is ridiculous. Guys, this is ridiculous.
The coin is flipping.
This.
It literally just flipped and flung towards her.
No, sorry, guys, but I'm just coming in here.
These mysterious events scared Donna so much, it starts to have an effect on her mental health. But a cup falling off the counter and a coin moving around on its own weren't the only creepy incident she caught on camera.
Are you seeing this?
It likes to throw the coins at it.
Twice. That's twice now.
Oh,
Here we are again. And this is what I've been doing since last night. And it just keeps doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. Guys, what? Seriously, mate. That's the two pences, yeah? There is no string, there's no magnets, there's nothing. Look, there's nothing.
How do you explain it?
Nothing. Look.
After this, Donna places the 2 coins in a jar, seals them shut. But then this happens. If they're playing with it, oh boy.
Rick.
I hope she shows underneath the desk, the table, because people are gonna be like, "It's fake."
What do you want?
Does it want the coin?
Guys, are you seeing it?
It's not even
Whoa.
next to it.
How is that possible? Come on, it's in a jar.
A few nights later, as Donna's relaxing at home, this occurred.
Wow.
One light bulb is out, one light bulb is gone.
And if anybody's wondering, the lines on the roof that you can see there, these 2 lines here, they're the reflection of the chain there. There is nothing, there's nothing there. This is all happening around me, and I just capture it as it goes. I'm not used to it now. Check it out, that is amazing.
Oh, the
Well, if
bottom.
that's you, Pops, thank you.
Beep, beep.
Is that you, Dad? Yeah.
As much as you want to probably talk to your father,
Oh, I don't like that.
don't do it with a Ouija board.
If it is you, Pops, then thank you for letting me know you're here. I don't know what the dark feeling is, though, that I get every time you're about.
Donna desperately asks what the ghost might want, but gets no answer. However, as her chandelier is moving around, it seems to respond to her voice. It's around this time that she starts to believe that the activity is being caused by the ghost of her father, who passed away back in 2009. However, she can't
I mean, it's not being malevolent, it's being like, it looks like it's learning.
help but wonder if all this really is because of her dad's ghost. Why is he scaring her so much? And why would he want to torment her like this? What happens next is even creepier.
I've now decided to put a bunch of keys on a tack, to see if they get moving banks, creaks, you name it. Not sleeping, waking up at 3 in the morning. I'll just show you, that there's nothing there. Just a regular bunch of keys. Just your average keys on a tack. There's the picture that got moved, and I'm getting a feeling again. Whoa! I knew that was going to happen. And there's nothing in my flat, is there not? No, of course
I
not.
would want to know too, did this happen just start happening when your dad was gone? Or has it always been happening?
Yeah, you have it again. Yeah, I'm just going to upload this and then I'm going to go into the front room and get the footage I've just got in there. Well, that scenario that's just happened. Oh, it's so cold in here. I hope I've got that, and I hope you see that, guys. No lies to this. This isn't a prank. This is real. This is happening to me.
The next morning, Donna is in the kitchen when this happens, right in front of her eyes. There's no string. I don't know. Donna decides to record a video on her laptop detailing what has been happening inside her home.
Scary actually, because being alone, my partner didn't come round for days to my house, so I have to deal with whatever's going on. But I've managed to get out of it, so I just hope it's okay for you guys. I'll just keep asking if it comes. Amazing.
Her earring is moving. Oh. On another day, while Donna is documenting more of what's been going on in her home, she records this. What does she record?
It's gone cold again.
It looks like some shadow fingers, like, trying to touch.
It's so strange. See, I feel
Ghost getting frisky, are we?
I know. And yet I don't.
Got a crucifix on. Put mine on.
No one here. Yeah, there's no one around me.
Come on, skeptics, tell me what that is. That's why I'm in the middle.
By this point, Donna no longer thinks she's being visited by the ghost of her father, but by something much more sinister. Some viewers even speculate that she could be haunted by a demon or a mimic, an evil entity that copies the actions of living people to feed on fear. But if Donna's story wasn't enough to scare you, just wait until you see the next one.
Why? Something waits in the bathroom. Not the bathroom.
Hyberbon243 works as a night watchman in Taiwan. Although he works overnight, his job is usually straightforward. All he has to do is sit in the staff room, monitor the CCTV, and keep watch over the building. He's worked at the company for many months, and it's never been particularly demanding until recently, when things started to change. It began with faint noises in the dead of night. At first, Hyberbon assumed he was imagining them, or that they were coming from outside. But the noises grew louder and more frequent. Hyberbon checked the CCTV footage, hoping to find anything that would explain what he was hearing, but every time he looked, their cameras showed nothing. Confused, Hyberbon reported it to his employer, and his boss casually replied, quote, "It's probably just a ghost." Hyberbon thought he was joking, but the joke stopped being funny one night when he heard knocking, loud and clear, coming from the empty employee bathroom. Grabbing his phone to record, and something to defend himself, he went to investigate. Following the knocking sounds, he enters the bathroom, but what he finds inside defies rational explanation.
Well, he doesn't need his extra pair of pants because he's already in the bathroom.
I know.
What? I mean, laundry is scary. We call that dirty water. No, he's carrying a knife.
Ai đồng đi đâu? Ai đâu? Nam mô Di Đà Phật, Nam mô Di Đà Phật. Ai đâu? Nó lây mày.
What the fridge?
Nam mô Di Đà Phật, Nam mô Di Đà Phật. Có ai không?
Just open it up quick like a band-aid. Ah! Oh, there's nothing there. Okay.
Có ai trong không?
Always the last stop.
Ai đâu? Nam mô Di Đà Phật.
I'm just waiting for somebody to come out and just.
Ai đâu?
It's on. Now it's off to the right.
Này rồi đấy.
It's like a gym or something?
Several unsettling events take place, including doors swinging open and closed all on their own. Hyperbon also finds the water running, even though he knew that it was all turned off just moments before. It's as if someone he can't see is inside the bathroom messing with him, and that's not even the spookiest thing Hyperbon would encounter at work. A few nights later, he and another staff member are working together when they hear noises from a room down the hall. They know they're the only two in the building, so they go to investigate, and what Hyperbon captures on camera is deeply unsettling.
Oh.
Something that looks unsettlingly like a pale face can be seen on the other side of the window. It appears to stare at Hyperbon and the other employee for a few seconds before it disappears from sight. What's even creepier is that something like a dark, skeletal hand can be seen resting on the window
I think it would be more like a tree branch, like Groot.
sill, and it moves out of view when the face vanishes. Hyperbon notes that the room is on a high floor of the building and there's no balcony outside, so it would be impossible for anyone to be standing out there. The only way he can explain it is that the building is being haunted by a ghost, and if you thought that was disturbing, just wait until you see what happens in the next clip.
Yeah. The ghost in the crypt.
Graveyards and cemeteries are understandably believed to be incredibly haunted places, but it's usually only at night that people feel afraid to enter them. For this reason, Alexander Gabetti from Vicaria, Brazil, felt no reason to be scared when visiting a family member's grave during the day. However, from the moment he entered the cemetery, he felt a mysterious sense of dread, as if something horrible was about to happen. He tried his best to ignore the feeling and visited the grave as planned, but just as he was about to leave, he spotted something in the corner of his vision, something that shouldn't have been there. Creeped out, Alexander pulled out his phone and started recording.
There's something right there. Usually these are locked. Usually. Erdolia? Or it's kind of looking like a face. Kind of looking like a something.
Alexander sees what looks like a pale face staring out at him. Initially, he tries to convince himself that it's just a person who accidentally got locked inside. But if this was the case, he believes they would have called out and asked for help. Whoever or whatever this is just stares silently. Creeped out, Alexander quickly leaves the cemetery and shares the footage to his social media, hoping to get some answers. Many people think that the face could belong to a ghost, perhaps someone who is buried inside the crypt. Even if there is another way to explain this spooky footage, the idea that a ghost was watching him from the shadows is something Alexander will probably never forget.
Dun dun dun. He wasn't walking alone.
The San Pedro Mall in Costa Rica is rumored to be haunted by several ghosts and paranormal entities. Johannes Emmel worked as a security guard in the San Pedro Mall all the way back in 2012. Johannes claims that he and other members of staff, as well as several customers, regularly saw shadow figures and heard disembodied voices. According to him, one of the most haunted locations in the mall
Parking ramps can be pretty scary too sometimes. Like when I've come out from like different concerts, and sometimes they can be a little creepy.
Mall is the basement parking lot, which is said to experience more intense paranormal activity than anywhere else in the building. Johannes claims it is so frightening down there, especially at night, that he and most of his fellow security guards try to avoid it at all costs. One night, just as Johannes is getting ready to finish his shift, something appears in the parking lot that sends a chill down his spine. Johannes had been waiting for his co-worker to arrive, so he'd been glancing at the CCTV every now and then to check if his co-worker's car was pulling into the parking lot. Eventually, he sees the car arrive, and then he sees his co-worker. But then he sees something else. This is what he saw.
Oh, yeah, shadow figure. Behind you. Oh, man. I don't speak that language.
Correcto, aquí salió algo raro. Mae, y véngate mejor.
Set aside the potato quality footage, two figures can be seen walking through the parking lot. The first is Johannes' co-worker, but Johannes has no idea who or what the other one is. Johannes' co-worker seems to notice that something is behind him and slowly turns around, but by the time he looks, whatever it was has disappeared. When he arrived at the security office, Johannes told him what he had seen on the CCTV. His co-worker was horrified. He said that he had felt an overwhelming sense of dread wash over him as soon as he stepped out of his car. He, and viewers who have seen this footage, believed that what was captured by the CCTV was a shadow figure or a ghost, and that's what caused him to feel that way. So maybe the San Pedro Mall really is as haunted as the stories say.
It was watching from where?
On the 20th of September 2020, a father was playing with his sons when he accidentally caught something on camera that creeped him out. At first, everything seemed normal. His sons were laughing and play fighting, The father recorded them on his phone, planning to send the video to his wife who was away from home. However, as they were playing, one of the boys gets distracted by something. It's only for a second, but it gives his brother the upper hand in the fight. The footage ends soon after that, and although the father didn't notice anything wrong, something mysterious was caught on camera. In fact, it wasn't until the father sent the video to his wife that they noticed anything out of the ordinary. This is what was caught.
A ver. I couldn't see nothing.
The father sees that his son is looking at something and points the camera in that direction, but doesn't see anything. However, their camera shows that something seems to appear in the corner of the room.
I mean, it's something.
What looks like a face with its mouth wide open, as if it's screaming, can be seen. But when the camera moves back to the same spot, whatever was there a second ago has mysteriously disappeared. This has led the father and many of his social media viewers to think that he accidentally caught a ghost on camera. But what do you think? Is this a ghost? Let me know. A man claims his home is haunted. For some time, Dan has been experiencing bizarre poltergeist-like activity in and around his home. And whenever anything strange happens, Dan hits the record button on his phone. But for some weird reason, the recordings never actually saved. And Dan has no idea why that is. One morning, when Dan walks into his kitchen, he discovers that all of his kitchen cabinets are wide open. But the strange thing is, he remembers closing them the night before. So, how were they open? Spooked by this, Dan grabs his phone and hits record.
I'm really scared right now.
Don't be scared. You have Jesus.
Just want to shut all these.
Mulch tape.
I figured I'd get it on camera so if something happens.
Okay,
at least
zoom
it's
out.
documented.
Though. Like, why are we always zoomed so far in?
Alright. I think I'm just gonna go downstairs and chill out and edit for a little while.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Not the glass!
Oh.
You okay, my dude?
I gotta upload this. Before anything happens. And nobody gets to see this. Ow. Okay.
Kind of weird that he says that.
What makes this recording even creepier is that whenever Dan tried to record the creepy activity in the past, the recordings never saved before he had a chance to show anyone. However, this time, Dan manages to upload the footage to his YouTube channel. He desperately asked viewers to explain what was going on. Many think Dan is being haunted by a poltergeist. These paranormal entities are known for interacting with physical objects.
Dan, did you bring anything home that could have been haunted?
And are often thought to deliberately mess with people to feed on their fear. Perhaps that explains why the video files never saved, or perhaps were mysteriously deleted. Whatever was haunting Dan didn't want to be caught on camera and didn't want anyone to know what was going on.
Something rides in the back seat.
On May the 25th this year, Jorge Nava was driving home from work. It was late and Jorge was stuck in traffic. Jorge was alone in the car, or at least he thought he was. His dashcam, which records both the front and back of the car, captured something in the back seat that Jorge couldn't explain. He had no idea what to do and no idea what to think, so he started recording on his phone, planning to upload the clip to social media to get some answers. This is what he caught on camera.
Oh, it's on the back seat camera. Yeah, the camera shows someone sitting there. Ah! Man, I was gonna get one next week or next month. I don't know if I want to.
Y yo aquí en el carro cagándome de susto claramente.
Something can be seen in the back seat of the car. Something that looks very much like a person sitting there.
It's not like it's pareidolia either.
Jorge shows that the back seat is completely empty and that he's the only person in the car. What's even more mysterious is that somehow, whatever this is, it only shows up on the dash cam. Jorge can't see it, and his phone camera doesn't pick it up either. When he shared the footage to his social media, some viewers immediately speculated that this is just a simple case of pareidolia, when the mind imagines shapes and faces in random
Oh yeah, that's the seat cushion that looks like an old woman.
patterns. But Jorge says there's nothing in his car that could create the effect of a person in the back seat. Many think that it could be the ghost of an old woman who passed away inside a car. Perhaps she haunts this stretch of road, phasing in and out of unsuspecting drivers' vehicles. But what's your verdict? Let me know.
Number 7, the hand in the mirror. The hand in the mirror.
Ehab Kazmir is an urban explorer who travels to creepy abandoned buildings and haunted locations. Back in 2020, Ehab heard rumours about an abandoned house that locals said was haunted by the ghost of someone who passed away there. The house has been empty for many years, but people say they often see shadowy figures moving around through the windows, and some even claim to hear voices coming from inside. Curious, Ehab travelled to the house to find out for himself if the haunted stories were true. He begins his exploration, recording everything for his YouTube channel, and this is what he caught on camera.
What? The hand in the mirror. That is the mirror. You see a door? Don't know what he's saying. He's praying right now. I think. Yeah, where's the mirror?
At first, Ehab encounters nothing but empty rooms and dark corridors. It seems like he's alone in the abandoned house, and that the stories about ghosts and hauntings had been exaggerated. But then, this happens.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
A noise startles Ehab, and then what appears to be a head seems to peek out at him, only to vanish when Ehab tries to get closer. Moments later, Ehab continues his exploration and comes across a bathroom. He takes a look inside, and then something truly horrifying happens.
Oh!
يما يما بسم الله
It was like
بسم
grabbing the
الله
door.
الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
A hand can be seen in the reflection of the bathroom mirror. Viewers say it looks as if it's reaching out for Ehab. He notices it right away, but by the time he has turned around, the hand is nowhere to be seen. Not long after that, Ehab captures more creepy activity on camera.
هيو والله هيو والله وحياة الله هيو بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
It looks as if someone is standing right behind Ehab, peeking over his shoulder as he looks in the mirror. But when Ehab turns around, there's nothing there. He might have doubted the stories about the ghosts at first, but now he's certain that he wasn't alone in that abandoned house.
Well, that hand looks like it's dead. Something lives downstairs, so let's stay upstairs.
Willow Hunter, a man living in the UK, recently moved into a new house with his cat, Carrie. Right from the start, Carrie was acting strange. Willow thought this was odd because he's moved houses with Carrie before, and she adapted quickly to the new surroundings. At first, Willow brushes it off as his cat's struggling to settle into her new home. He hopes that, given time, she'll calm down and go back to her old self. But after about a week in the new house, Carrie's behaviour only gets worse.
When I first moved in, she was sat on the sofa right here and she just kept looking really fast into the corridor and then like just turning back and just acting normal and then just shooting up, like jumping down onto the floor to have a look in the corridor to see what's going on. Nothing going on. And then I went to bed on the same night. She started doing it when I was in the bed with her. And then when she did it, I heard this bang right after she'd looked. And that creeped me out of it. But now, she's just refusing to go downstairs.
As Willow says, he and Carrie would be relaxing together when she would suddenly startle at something Willow couldn't see. Now it's got to the point where Carrie refuses to go downstairs, as if she's developed a sudden fear of the ground floor. Willow tries to entice her downstairs with treats, and even resorts to carrying her down a few times, but she always shoots back upstairs as soon as she can.
Oh, poor baby.
Come on.
Come on, babies. No, she doesn't want to go.
Why do you not want to go downstairs, Corey?
Wish you could talk. Do it like a Dr. Doolittle,
Come on.
you know? What's wrong? There's something downstairs. Excuse me, what?
Oh, she doesn't want to come. She want to leave. Come here.
She doesn't do like...
Come on.
Very mellow cat.
Right, I'm going to carry her downstairs and see if she'll go downstairs this way.
Oh, it's this guy's house.
Right. There you go, Corey, there's your food.
He's like,
She did come down for a taste of it earlier, but she came down,
and
had a little bite, and I came down. She just freaked out and ran upstairs.
where's she at? Edie. Oh, there she goes.
Corey,
Right
come
back
on.
upstairs.
Come back down.
Come on, baby.
She's just
Wait.
straight back upstairs. Not interested in whatever's down here. Well, like I said, I'm not big into ghosts and stuff. Not really
You're gonna learn
big believer in that kind of stuff, but it's giving me
about
creepy
to.
vibes.
Willow says he's skeptical of the paranormal and doesn't normally believe in ghosts, but Carrie's behaviour is starting to concern him, and he claims to be getting a creepy vibe in the house. To find out if there really is something that is scaring her downstairs, Willow installs a camera to monitor the room, and that very night, the camera captures this.
I can't tell if it's a basement or if it's just like a closet. Anything come out? Not the clean clothes. My dogs will do that. We'll have clean clothes on top of the chair, and the dogs will literally go up there and push the... Oh, it pisses me off. Another night while Willow Hunter was asleep, this was captured. Stuffed animal. I'd be more pissed because it's making a mess. And more scared. Caught on the camera, spooked by what was caught on the camera.
Got Corey
They were not prepared for this.
up there, and I remember taking that picture because Corey was peeping her head around the corner. She didn't want to come downstairs, so that's Corey there. Who the f is that?
Who the? So you're telling me the skinwalker, mimic, whatever this thing is, it's copying the cat?
Look, I only have...
Although Carrie can be seen at the top of the stairs, another cat appears to be in the kitchen. As Willow says, he only has one cat. So who is this? Willow is now sure that something abnormal is going on in his house. He's skeptical of the paranormal, but even he is struggling to come up with a logical explanation for all of this.
That wasn't her voice. Then who the flip
Back in
was
March
it?
2026, a man in the USA received the most disturbing voicemails of his life. He had been driving home when a call started to come through on his phone. His phone was in his bag on the back seat, so he waited a few moments before pulling over. When he grabbed his phone, he saw that an unknown number had called him, but then he also noticed that his ex-wife had called him the night before. The man had been at work when she called, and when he failed to pick up, she'd left a series of voicemails. He decided to quickly listen to them before he got back in the driver's seat, and what he heard in those voicemails made him immediately call the police.
Everything that's going on.
Oh,
so
this
I'm pulling
one.
up. This is from last night. Did you saw the email I sent you?
Mm-hmm.
Said, I don't know if you want to go through these again, but I don't know if you listened to them. They're f***ing scary.
What?
That is scary. Like, that gave me chills the first few times. And I was talking to my barber today. It's at what point does she decide to do something actually f***ing crazy?
Boy, right?
I don't know how scared I have to actually be.
So, has the state reached out to you?
No, I didn't know anything till this letter, and the letter got to me too late, so I could never give a victim impact statement.
Okay, you can still submit that.
I will, but...
But it really sounds like you need to proceed with like a no contact order.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
The officer arrives and asks the man what has happened. He explains what he heard in the voicemails and tells her that he fears something is wrong with his ex-wife. As the conversation continues, it becomes clear to the officer that the man is not just trying to be vindictive against his ex-wife. He is genuinely concerned for her safety and the safety of their children. And then he plays the voicemails.
Them just because I have what you sent me and I'll submit those already, but just to put them on camera, yeah.
You heard wanted myself and help,
Yeah.
right?
So 144 was when she started leaving voicemails?
This will, I believe, have been, yes, that's the first voicemail. These previous two did not.
Okay. Okay, play the other one.
Okay, we're up to second one here.
He's for mom.
That was 145. This is 146. $47.
It sounds like those movies where the demon talks in a different, like, dialect and tone.
You married him back, and you want everybody to jail for your love. You fuck alive. You know that. You're alive. You're alive. You're alive.
You were with her for many years. You're positive that is her voice?
Yes.
Okay.
47 and 49. I hope she gets some help from this. I hope that this leads to a good resolution because it's my kids.
I would
this is
not let my kids go.
I'm scared. It's 150.
He killed her?
151. It's 152.
And then social services are like, yeah, we're gonna let her go. We're gonna let your kids go back to her. That's how stupid it is.
Uh, 152. This is 154.
It sounds like the mom is like fighting something by like voice.
The voice on the other end of the phone is horribly distorted. The man says it sounds nothing like his ex-wife and that he has no idea what she might be saying. Since the voicemail was recorded the night before, when the man's kids were staying with his ex-wife, he can't help thinking the worst. He also says that his ex-wife had never used anything in the past and had never been in trouble before until very recently. So he has no way to explain what's happening with her. When the footage was uploaded by the police department's official website, it quickly went viral. Viewers speculated that the man's ex-wife might have been going through a psychotic episode, but others have questioned how the ex-wife would have made her voice sound so unsettlingly non-human. For those viewers, a case of demonic possession seems more likely, which is pretty creepy.
Something reached from the locker.
An abandoned school in rural China is said to be incredibly haunted. Years ago, a tragic event took place in the school that led to several students passing away. Not long after, the school closed down and has been left to decay ever since. An urban explorer recently heard the stories about the school being haunted and decided to take a look. On that day, after night had fallen, he brought a torch and a camera and stepped into the darkness of the entrance hall. However, he had only been inside the abandoned building for a few minutes when this happened.
很多了，铁铁，万人骨灰堂。你说这里边又得多少吧，铁铁？全是啊，铁铁。哎，万人骨灰堂。
Again, why is he there at nighttime?
操他奶奶个啥！这也是，这也是。哎，我的妈！我操！我的妈！
As the urban explorer examines some old lockers in the abandoned school, he feels something brush against his foot. Looking down, he is horrified to see a pale hand reaching out from one of the lockers. Too terrified to continue his exploration, he runs out of the building as quickly as he can and, of course, never goes back. To this day, he cannot think of any logical explanation for what happened when he was exploring that abandoned school. The only explanation that makes sense to him is that the school really is haunted, and he caught one of the ghosts on camera. But the question remains, if this really was a ghost, what did it want? Was it reaching out for help? Or was it trying to grab the explorer? Speaking of haunted locations, a nurse from the United States claims that she encountered a ghost in an empty hospital ward. The nurse explains that the entire 4th floor of the hospital she works at has been closed for a long time because of plans to relocate to a new building. She and a few other staff members were working the night shift one day when a security guard asked them to come and take a look at something on the 4th floor. Knowing the 4th floor was supposed to be empty, the nurse thought that this was a strange request, but she and some co-workers went along anyway. One of her co-workers, who had worked at the hospital for longer than her, explained that the 4th floor was haunted by the ghost of an elderly woman who passed away there several years ago. The nurse was skeptical, but as soon as she and her co-workers got up to the 4th floor, they felt an unexplainable chill. Then, as they approached one of the rooms with the security guard, they noticed the lights flickering on and off. The nurse wanted to show her co-workers what was going on, so she pulled out her phone and started recording.
You need to come to 369.
Could be faulty wiring.
Because we're experiencing a ghost.
Does that happen in anybody else's rooms? I do not want to die in a hospital. Put me somewhere else.
She's, oh, no, there it goes.
Seriously, come look at this.
So if you know it, say hi.
Ethel?
Paul?
Ethel, what's wrong with you tonight? What? What's wrong, Ethel?
Ethel? Ethel's a older name.
Where is the like?
The lights inside the empty hospital room are flickering, and the TV even seems to switch on by itself. But what makes this recording so creepy is that this is supposedly not an isolated incident. During the clip, some of the nurse's co-workers can be heard calling out to someone named Ethel and asking her what's wrong. It turns out the elderly woman who passed away in that very room was named Ethel, and it was just hours after she passed away that the creepy activity started happening on the 4th floor. So, did the nurse capture evidence of paranormal activity that night? Or is there another way to explain this mysterious footage? Let me know.
Something waits in the basement.
Rachel, a mother from the United States, believes that a ghost is trying to reach out through her son. And tied it back down, only to find it floating around again an hour later. Starting to feel creeped out, she decided to record.
Yep, it's the Alma one. And the way that it moves, it's like intentional. It's not like by accident, it's like it's purposely being moved. You know, a pair of scissors would make this thing a lot better. Mom, why does my balloon have 47
The balloon can be seen slowly floating through the house before stopping at the basement door.
Because it wouldn't die.
This wouldn't necessarily be scary, but this is exactly what the balloon did an hour before. According to Rachel, it followed exactly the same path and stopped in exactly the same place. Rachel couldn't figure out why the balloon always seemed to come to a sudden stop in front of the basement. But then, the next day, this happened.
These are new clips. I don't remember seeing this one. And it keeps wanting to go to the basement or go upstairs. Don't follow it, kid. Honey, I'd rather you watch your tablet right now. You know how I said to go outside? No. Watch this one. Leave it alone.
Unlike in the previous incidents, when Rachel's son wasn't in the room and the balloon stops in front of the basement door, the balloon can be seen going inside the basement. Rachel thinks it looks as if it's being controlled by something that wants to lead her son into the basement. Rachel has tried to rationalize these strange events to herself multiple times. At first, she tried to convince herself that there must have been a draft that was pushing the balloon towards the basement, but she can't explain why it always stops right before going inside, unless her son follows it in.
Basement door. Okay.
Not going. Why are we whispering? Do you have a bat?
And as if that wasn't scary enough, this wasn't the last of it, because things were about to take an even creepier turn. At 9:30 PM, about half an hour after Rachel had put her son to bed, She's about to head downstairs when she spots the balloon at the foot of the stairs, and then this happens.
And then you stab it with a scissors and...
Gabe.
There's no draft.
Quiet.
And the lights go out at the same time.
Rather than heading towards the basement, the balloon floats up the stairs towards Rachel and towards her son's bedroom. As it reaches the top step, the light suddenly goes out and the balloon comes to a sudden halt. Rachel says that her dog started barking the moment the balloon began to move, as if they could sense something was wrong. Viewers who have been following Rachel's videos notice that the balloon even appears to walk up the stairs. This certainly could have been caused by airflow through the house, but it's still a spooky detail that makes many viewers wonder if a ghost or other paranormal entity could be manipulating the balloon. At this point, Rachel wants to pop the balloon to get rid of it, but her son insists he wants to keep it. However, the next day, when she is home alone, Rachel reaches the end of her tether as the most terrifying thing yet takes place.
Note to self, don't ever buy a Elmo balloon. Hear that? There's something there. When you get your tennis racket out.
Something that looks like the top of a person's head can be seen peeking out from the top corner of the basement doorway. Rachel saw it, letting out a scream of fright, but wasn't initially sure what it was that she had seen. Rachel panics and the recording cuts off. So, if there was any doubt in her mind that something paranormal was going on in her home, she's now more certain than ever. Some viewers are skeptical, accusing Rachel of faking the video for views, but most agree with Rachel that there is something very wrong with that balloon and that something evil is lurking in her basement.
The exorcism in Greensboro.
Sandy is a young woman living in the USA who believes she captured a case of demonic possession on camera. Sandy regularly attends a Catholic church in Greensboro, North Carolina. The atmosphere inside is usually calm and peaceful, but one day she witnessed something that sent chills down her spine. Sandy had just walked into the church when she heard screams coming from inside. Horrified, she went to find out what was happening. She saw a man near the altar at the front of the church, hunched over and crying out as if he was in agony. Before she could get any closer to him, someone stopped her. They told her that the man was possessed and had come to the church to be exorcised. Sandy watched in horrified curiosity and shakily began to record as the exorcism began.
He stubbed his toe. (911) Yes. I need somebody that's in the realm of the dead. This girl's dropping holy water all over him.
The man screams and hisses. He then has holy water poured on him and can be seen reacting to it. After a few moments, the priest arrives and begins exorcising the demon. The man is believed to be
I'd be like, bring in the fire hose, please.
possessed by.
You know how you make holy water, guys, right? You boil the hell out of it. Sorry. Doesn't the Catholic Church need to get like permission from the Vatican? You can hear the person behind the camera, they're praying. Good.
The man's screams grow louder as the priest begins the exorcism. However, within minutes, the man seems to calm down. When he returned to normal, he claimed that he was possessed by a demon and that the only way he'd been able to overcome it was to go to the church and get exorcised by the priest. After witnessing the exorcism, Sandy spoke to the man and got his permission to share the footage to her social media. Viewers were struck by the rawness of the footage and especially commented on how realistic the man's screams were. But what do you think is going on here? Was this man really possessed? Drop a comment and let me know.
Can you put him in the basement?
If you were scared by demonic possessions, witches, haunted hospitals, and ghost lurk.
I said just put him in the basement and or have him in like a jacuzzi of just holy water and just kind of boil the demon out of him, you know? Who knows? Don't forget to comment your guys' thoughts down below. Please hit the like button, subscribe for more. I thank you guys for being here. Take care, God bless, and keep nerding on, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!